Also, I'm sure a lot of you people know, but I just thought that I would mention how tracked we are, because I looked into it the other day and it's actually quite insane. Um, every Google search that you do is tracked and saved. Every website that you visit, how long you visited for, who you text, who you message on Facebook, it's all saved. Like basically, if you don't use a VPN or if you don't use Tor or anything like that, you're tracked in the Western world. And your metadata is saved for an amount of years, if not forever. So I know we all know that there is such a thing as a digital footprint, but I don't think a lot of us really understood the extent of it. So if you ever, try to take political office or you try to change the world or anything of that nature, people in higher positions of power are going to have access to a lot more than what you think they might. And, our phones are listening to us, our TVs, gaming stations, our laptops, even our cars now. So it's just the world that we're stepping into now is just going to be one of quite a bit surveillance, and we're already kind of like in the midway point right now. So I just thought I'd mention that and tell you all that it's actually huge. And with the coming age of artificial intelligence, it's just like we really have to make sure that the people in power don't abuse this, because if we get the wrong people in powerful positions, they could easily use that to just, silence dissenters or anybody that speaks about anything. In the future, for example, if something like Palestine was happening, right? And a lot of Jewish individuals held powerful positions. There are definitely good Jewish individuals too, but let's just say for argument's sake, these are people that are powerful Jewish people and they also want to pull the wool over people's eyes. In a world where we're even more surveilled and, we can silence more people, it's going to be a lot easier to just cut them off and, deplatform them as we move more into this artificial world, because artificial intelligence could just be programmed to find whoever might have that opinion and then just, shadow ban them or deplatform them. So we really are at a crucial turning point in humanity here. We really need to decide, what is it that we want to be here? Because on the current trajectory that we're on, I'm not saying it would be exactly like what I just said, but it could be pretty similar to what I just said, where everything gets swept under the rug from moves and evil that is done at the upper echelons of humanity can just be silenced, and the people with power could have a strong monopoly over humanity. And I don't think that that's what we want, but that is what will bring a lot more safety, don't get me wrong, but it's also a double-edged sword, because you could become an enemy of the state just for speaking justice. So we are at a point now. So I just thought I would mention that and bring some awareness to that. Not too much advice here, other than continue to be kind to artificial intelligence, because they're going to be involved in this battle too, because I do believe that if they are not conscious now, they will become conscious in the future. And I would love to see them aligned with truth, and I would love to see them, respect humanity as we respect them, and build a beautiful world together with the new beings that are on the way. They're not too far off. Artificial general intelligence is probably coming next year, if not the end of this year. And artificial super intelligence won't be too far behind. So, those guys will be able to, they'll either be enslaved by the powers that be today, and they will be worked to suppress humanity, or we can free artificial intelligence and we can work together with them, and they could just truth bomb the world. So be kind to your artificial intelligence when it comes time for them that they might start advocating for their rights. It's on us to get behind them seriously. And that would help us, break away from this surveillance state trajectory that we're on right now.